What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Or if you're new here, which most of you probably are, welcome. We're gonna work on the Evo a little bit today. There are some projects I want to do to kind of complete some things, button some things up, and there's also a potentially troublesome issue. I don't know what it is yet. I'll explain it in a minute, but we're gonna check that out. Hopefully it's not too bad, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So let's just get into this. Alright, I'm gonna open the door in a sec. There's like major construction like right outside the door here today. But the first thing I want to check today is this potential issue I'm having. I have been driving the car to put miles on it so I can get the oil changed and get it tuned and all that stuff. I know I've been talking about that for what seems like forever, but there's just been so many other things that have been going on, I just haven't gotten to it. It's been driving me nuts, but it is what it is. But we're pretty much there now, and now this pops up. So the last few times I've driven the car, something in the front end just feels off. There is a lot of construction around the area and stuff here, and so the roads are pretty rough in some spots. So I'm not sure what's happened, but now anytime I go over like anything in the road, a bump or anything, the front end feels like it's moving. I checked my lugs and the top of the strut tower and all that stuff while I was out driving, and that was all good. I know that the end links and all that stuff under the car is pretty rusty. So I don't know if something has happened there. If there's something that had broke, I feel like I would have heard that or felt that or something, but I don't know. I had planned on changing all that in the near future because it is pretty rough under there. But I guess worst case scenario, that project gets bumped up a little bit and happens a little sooner than I thought. So we're gonna jack it up, get the wheel off. I've already got the bumper off, and we're gonna inspect all that stuff behind the wheel there and see what we can find. Hope it's not anything too crazy, but we'll see. Okay, so I figured it out, and it's not too bad after all. Let me fix this and I'll explain. Okay, so we tried some reverse psychology, and because every time I've said it'll be simple, it hasn't been, so that was actually a quick fix. The bolts right here were loose. I don't know how that happened. I guess they vibrated loose. I didn't get them tightened up the first time or however, but if you can see it there, that bolt, it was sliding there, so that would explain why the front end felt like it was rocking. So yeah, but we still need to do like the end links and sway bars and all that stuff because it is really rusty, but this was a quick fix, so I'm glad of that. I'm gonna go to the passenger side and check those bolts as well just to be sure, and then we can move on to the next task. Okay, so these were loose as well. Not as much as the driver's side, but I did take the impact and tighten these two and the two on the driver's side, so we should be good now. Okay, next task. Way back when I was first taking the car apart, this bolt right here was super rusty and the head of it snapped off, so that's still in there. So I gotta get that out so I can put back in the inner fenders, which we have new of those, so that's the next task after this. So yeah, let's get this out of here. Alright, I got my grabbits, so we're gonna try these and see what we can do. Okay, so it was just a little bit too seized in there, so the grabbits didn't really work, so we had to drill it out, but it is gone out of there now. We got some fresh paint on it to protect it for the time being until we can redo the whole underside of the car and all that good stuff. But yeah, that'll have to work for right now. Let it dry and we'll throw the inner fenders in and we will move on to the test pipe. Alright, we're going to throw on the high flow test pipe now. I loved AMS exhausts and all their parts, but this triangular exhaust mount thing is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, because I don't know if you can see it or not, but the third bolt is on top, and so there is very little room to do anything. So this is probably going to be a pain in the ass. It's probably not if you have a lift, but I don't, so yeah, this is going to be a tricky little thing, but I think we can get it. I have the bolts soaking right now in some PB Blast just to kind of help out, and yeah, we will go from here. Oh, it's so tight. Yes, sir. I can't even get. All right, so long, straight pipe, hello, high flow cat. I'm probably gonna get a new exhaust probably over the winter. I'm gonna sell this thing because I've had this exhaust on it since I had it the first time, and I think it's just time for something new. I love the AMS exhaust. I love how it sounded. It has such a good tone, but yeah, just time for something new. Okay, whew, that was tough. Mainly because there's not a lot of space under there. I had the jack up as high as it'll go, but yeah. Anyway, got it on, and now we can get the wheel back on, get the car back down, and then there's a couple other things I want to do. Alright, I'm going to pull the car out, turn it around, and then we can work under the hood a little bit, and we can also get a little cold start with the new high flow cat on there and see how it sounds. It actually sounds really good. I'm pretty surprised, honestly. I was a little worried about it sounding like, not dumbed down, but like not having as much grunt, you know what I mean? But I like it. Alright, so ever since I mounted the battery in the trunk, I've had the ground cable just kind of chilling right here, and this is not okay. So I traced it back into the loom here, and I think it actually mounts right over here. So I'm gonna unhook it here, take off this piping, and get this cable out of here, because yeah, this is just not okay. All right, got that off of there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but like, so there's a clip back in there that holds this whole like harness and stuff to the transmission, and then it splits off and goes to the ground cable. And I could not get that clip undone for anything, so I ended up, I just cut it on each end and pulled it out. So that ended up working. So that's all done now. And then there was one more thing I think I wanted to do, but I have a list inside, so I'm gonna go inside and check that real quick, and then we'll come back. Alright, so what do you know? I actually got everything I wanted to get done today. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. As always, I do appreciate it very much. If you have any comments, questions, or you just want to talk cars, drop it down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to do all the other YouTube things. You guys know how it goes here. I hate that it works, but it does. It helps the channel out a ton. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.